Vinny, we got a video.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
We're covering boots. What are you doing?
Okay. We got the
Come on, focus.
Burton Swath 20, 21, 22 model right here. We're going to be going through, you know, likes, dislikes, the bow systems, good or bad, we don't know. Overall, do we think you should buy them? What size you should maybe get?
Alright guys, stay tuned. Enjoy the video.
This is our second review ever.
We're back. Average Bros gear review. We're back with a boot review this time.
These are the Burton Swath step-on model. Size 12 if anybody cares, you know.
Size 12.
Yeah.
Big guy for a size 12.
Not your average, you know.
Like you should be a 14 or something.
You know.
Okay, what do you have for us?
They always ride a size smaller in your boot.
What do you have for us this time?
So yeah, here we go. So yeah, I got the full step-on setup recently, and pretty much because my friends got me into it. They're just like couldn't shut them up about it. So yeah, whatever. But I found out I'm a rider that I need to have my my footbed really held down tight. Like I usually ride Unions, other than Burtons. I mean Unions. If I ever get rid of these, I'm going back to Unions for sure. Just because you can strap down your toe cap so hard on those, they hold all the time. But I honestly felt the same with these, but there's a hiccup. It's awesome when it is tight down. It holds amazing. It's great, right? It's a pretty solid boot, you know? But it's getting them tight kind of sucks. Like...
Yeah, why is that? I mean, I see you have the bow up here. Is there a second one? Or
yeah,
here?
So this bow right here is for this top part, right? So
yeah.
You click it in, it tightens her down, and it's great. This one you can grab it. It's got a lot of, you know, it's easy. Doesn't really like get like cinched up at all. You notice as you're riding a lot, if you really tighten them, it tightens up at the top a lot more than it tightens at the bottom, which can be a little bit of a pain, but not really for the top. But the real thing is this little itty bitty, I would call it a piece of poop right here. That the I don't know what designer, if it's an engineer or what, their B class Burton designer decided to change it where you can't even grab this thing. Like it's so frustrating on the mountain.
Huh.
Like look at that. Can you even? It's so hard.
Can I try?
So do this one first.
Yeah, so say, you know, you come right off the lift, whatever. This one's already strapped in, whatever. Pretend this one's, oh, you're goofy. This one's in the back, right?
Yeah.
So you put it in the binding, and then you're tightening this one first, right?
Yeah.
So you click it in.
Well, I mean, you kind of do them both. And with these, you have to like switch off simultaneously because it's like, in order to get this bottom one tight, you have to tighten the top one pretty good to loosen this up. Or what I had to do is I grabbed it, and then I'd tighten it a lot, which was really annoying because every time in line, I mean, the coolest part about the step-ons is like in line you can unstrap and just hold your board, and then like right after you go through the little like beep beep thing,
yeah,
like you just drop your board and just step in and you save your knee a little bit of trauma. Like my knees are pretty bad, so. But yeah, it's just like it's such a frustrating thing.
Wow. So now you've ridden these for 3 sessions.
3 sessions out at Mammoth.
And then, how has it changed from the first to the third? Like, were they tight at all at first, and they were like just really tight? And was your foot sore after? Is they loosen up a bit, or are they like fitting to your foot naturally pretty easily?
So honestly, I mean, when I get them tight, it takes a while and it's frustrating and stressful and stuff. And you're just like every single time I'm on, I'm cranking it a couple more, trying to like bend and wiggle and do whatever. But once it's actually tight. And then you tighten this down pretty good, and then you loosen it because you need to get that looseness like I talked about in that last video. But once you get it dialed in, I mean, you're good. These things are awesome. Like, I don't know, they work perfectly with the board. Like, I enjoy them. They're super comfortable. So I know that when I usually ride with a strap, I have to tighten it down so hard that I always get a big rub mark on the outside of my inner foot. Outer foot.
Right.
So, but yeah, so I mean, that's kind of the difference. Like I'm not getting any pain in my toes when I'm riding. The only thing, I kind of blister like right here.
Right, I was gonna bring that up. I thought you got a blister from these boots.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, I think they're brand new boots, so that's kind of expected. We'll see throughout the season as it goes, but I mean, yeah, as far as blisters, I'm not worried. Here's the deal, though. I mean, I bought these REI. I'm a big fan of them. You can ride and see if you actually enjoy your gear, and I'm honestly gonna probably take them back just because of the fact that It took me almost the entire session on the third day to tighten these, and I was like, "This can't be normal." So
yeah, that sucks.
yeah, so I mean, it's when they're on and work. Maybe if you do it in a warm setting, like you go to the chalet first and like, you know, have Bud Light or something, and like, oh, sweet lunch. Okay, I'm back.
Now you're ready.
Yeah, so I mean, if you have Bud Light, you can probably tighten it down.
And
you
should
know,
you pour the Bud Light in your beer and do a shoey right now?
just shoot it. No way.
No, so Vinny, like you say, a blister is no big deal, but for me and maybe someone watching, like I've never had the experience of getting a blister just from one day of riding. Like maybe you're okay with that. Like, would you think to maybe go a size bigger than what you got, or do you think it's just something with your socks? Or do you think it is specifically to do with this particular boot?
Well, Nick, I'm glad you asked because I wanted to talk about the fact that actually, for when I return these, I plan to get the next step up. I'll get the photons, but I'm a size 12 in everything. But I honestly think I'm gonna get a size 11 and a half because you can feel it compacts a little bit and stuff. So it's like I always like having the tightest, smallest like footprint in there. So it's, you know, that's what I'm gonna go for. And
Yeah. So maybe it's a little loose on you compared to
it
normal.
might be a
12.
little loose,
So
yeah.
you go even maybe a half a size smaller.
Yep. So I think I'm gonna go 11 and a half. We'll test it out. We'll do a review on that. And
I think that's good to know. Now, whenever I'm snowboarding, maybe I just sweat a lot, or maybe it's my socks, but my socks are always soaked by the end of the day. How's the breathability in these boots? Are your feet just soaked by the end of the day? Are you pretty dry?
for me, I'd say it's an average boot. It doesn't feel like any different when you're in it. I will say boas. I don't care if you ride whatever. Get a boa system. They're amazing. Like, let's say at the halfway through the day, your feet are kind of getting sore or whatever. You pop it and you can loosen them up and just get breathability going up the chairlift, and then set them down in like 2 seconds. So it's for sure boa. The side boa, I'm still really pissed at the engineers. Yeah, it's just, or designers, I don't know what you call them, but it's just frustrating the fact that they put this little itty bitty thing here.
Yeah, that is a bummer. Well, overall, it sounds like a good boot. Are there any final thoughts you have about these bad boys?
Yeah, I would say actually don't buy these. I'd say go with either the Photon or you can even get probably the base one. I think it's I don't know what it is. It's the boa goes all the way throughout. But it's just the fact that like I can't tighten these down here. So for me, that's a huge negative, you know. But
Okay.
I mean, and they're super expensive, so it's like you better get what you want because you're gonna. I plan on having these a couple years, so.
Yeah, well, you guys heard it from Vinny. It sounds like if you're gonna go with this model, you probably should go half a size smaller. You should probably buy it from REI, so you can return it if you're having issues with the tightness. And just want to say thanks again for watching, guys. This is our second video ever, so we really appreciate it. Getting through the bumps of YouTube, just figuring it out. And but we're really enjoying making the videos. We're psyched to put these videos together for you guys. So hope you enjoy it. Till next time, this is Average Bros Gear Reviews. Cheers.